देव देव महादेव 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 त्रिनयन नीलकण्ठ नीलकण्ठ अर्धांगी गौरीपति अर्धांगी गौरीपति पशुपते नमो शिवं देव देव महादेव देव देव महादेव देव देव महादेव देव महादेव महादेव देव देव महादेव देव देव महादेव देव महादेव mada gama re gama sari ga ga re gama 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 ga re sa deva deva maha deva sa sa ma ma ga ga ma ma gama da da mada sa sa re sa da ma ga re gama re sa deva deva maha deva 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 maha deva deva deva
Just Mataji, dear brothers and sisters, let's collectively start the meditation by gathering our attention in our heart and above our Kundalini and above our Sasvara, and collectively do Namaskar from the heart to our mother and to the Lord Shiva. Namaskar, Kundalini.
We want to say or eat or anything.
I bow to all the seekers of truth. It was a thing of great joy to me to come to Sheffield again. Always this name, Sheffield, created a kind of a mystery in my mind. The word Sheffield could be the she field, and she is the mother energy, the energy within you which creates this field within you. And is in the Gita, Sri Krishna has talked about the field, that we all have a pradesh, is a field. But desh means the field, and the enlightened one is the pradesh. And that same thing happens to us when this Kundalini rises within you, this Holy Ghost, which is described in the Bible. She is the Kundalini. She is the mother. Actually, people don't know anything about Holy Ghost, and we didn't give Christ much chance to speak about it. He could only speak for 3.5 years, is nothing. I can tell you 3.5 years in this land, anywhere in the whole world, it's so difficult even to convince 4 people that they have to seek the truth. It's very difficult, especially in the land where he was born. It was full of ignorance, complete ignorance. And in that ignorance, to speak about realization, to speak about second birth, even to speak about God was so difficult. And he was just crucified for nothing at all. Today we may have big organizations in his name, but when he lived, nobody listened to him, and they crucified him. He talked about Holy Ghost. But this Holy Ghost has been interpreted by people in various ways. They have never been able to say, what is this Holy Ghost? But logically, you can come to some conclusion yourselves, because you are all intelligent people. We talk about the Father, all right? And then the Son. Have you heard of a father producing a son? You have to have the mother. It's the mother who creates the son. Now, why this Holy Ghost was kept as a secret, never talked about? Because Christ was afraid, not afraid, but was cautious, I should say, because such people are never afraid of anything. He was cautious to talk about his mother, because if they had harmed his mother by any chance, then he had 11 powers of destruction, and the destruction of world would have come much earlier than today. He had to play the whole drama of his crucifixion, and that's how he had to go through all that. In that process, he didn't want to involve his mother, he didn't want to explain about Holy Ghost, and he knew that it will be later on explained. But logically we must understand, what is this Holy Ghost we are talking about? They show a dove, all right, it's peace. How do you get to the peace? Supposing it is the symbol of peace. Today we see in the world, we see these televisions, and we hear, we read newspapers, we are shattered in so much of friction, so much of sin. People are not even worried about what they are doing. To what extent human beings can go, you can see the way a 3-year-old child was molested. The innocence is attacked like this. Why? Why human beings cannot control their desires, which are so devilish? Why there is so much of friction in this world? We have to think about it, and we must also think positively what we can do about it. Now, at the same time, there are so many seekers of truth born on this earth. This is the special time, and that's why they are born on this earth. But they are misled. They go to wrong people. They get identified with wrong people. When I came here, the person who is organizing Saj Yoga here told me that, mother, they come, they get their realization, and then they disappear. They start doubting. I said, that's a good sign, it's a healthy sign. Let them doubt. Because the way they jump into all these horrible things like gurus and this and that, the way they accept as if they have no personality, they have no discretion, the way they jump into even drugs, I don't know. What happens that we have lost all our personality, take to any fashion, to any nonsense so easily, and to reality so deep, with such difficulty. We have lost our discretion, that's what it is. But doesn't matter. Whatever it is, use your brains. Understand that this world is not created to be destroyed. You are not created out of amoeba just to be destroyed by something nonsensical like drug or some sort of a guru. Nobody has right to destroy you. They cannot create you and they cannot destroy you. Nor you have any right to destroy yourself, because you cannot create yourself. The one who is your creator, the one who has loved you, who has so beautifully made this beautiful human life, is responsible. He is the one who is so earnest about it, that you should get your realization, that you should get your second birth, that you should be baptized in the real sense of the word. I agree, religions have shown funny things, something so absurd that one can start doubting their credibility. Admit that. But that is the mistake of human beings, not of the divine. Divine created beautiful flowers on the same tree of life time and time again. But when the people plucked these flowers and said, these are mine, they became dead and ugly. And they are fighting now in the name of God, in the name of religion. Imagine, how can you do such merciless, horrible, brutal things to other human beings? But this must shatter you. This must make you understand. And you should be aware. Get out of your sleep now. And know that you are the people who are seekers. You have to be more aware, more understanding of your responsibility. It is no use standing there with a banner saying we want peace. How? The peace has to be within. Human beings are not at peace. You see in the art you see today, the art has left the divine behind. The art has become so chaotic. The expression of aesthetics are just missing. There's no beauty in it. You feel the chaotic heart of an artist being expressed in that grotesque way. Why? Because he has lost himself. Now it is the responsibility of you people living in these modern times to become that source of peace which is your spirit. And the spirit resides with you. It is all the time there. It is the witness of this field, I should say the she field. The field that is to be enlightened by this Kundalini. That exists within you but is not enlightened. It has not come into your attention. The spirit has not come into your attention. That's why we think this is all talk. There are people who are so-called intellectuals. They say this is all talk, talk, talk. For a mental conception, it is impossible to tell what lies beyond it. Because mind is a limited thing. You have to go beyond mind. You have to be triggered into the space to see that. The evolution has been just like your spacecraft going into the space. The first thing comes up is the physical being, explodes, gets its acceleration, then becomes your mental being, your emotional being, your spiritual being, and then it has to go to the space. That is the time today, is the space age. When we talk of the space age, you think of the space which is beyond this gravity. There is some space which is beyond all gravities, beyond all temptations, beyond all slaveries. We talk of our freedom. Where is the freedom? I just don't see. Anybody comes round and says, all right, have this drug for so much money. We are finished with it. Anybody comes and says, all right, you take up your clothes this way, live like this. We just accept without thinking, without understanding. We have given up the traditions, all right. Whatever was wrong in the tradition should have been given, no doubt. But everything if you give up, then remember, we are falling down. We are coming down. We are not going up. When you are going up, you do not give up the staircase. Staircase is there and you go up higher and higher. No tradition is so bad is to be discarded. But if it is so, it should be discarded. But that is what is the discretion. And that discretion is so much lacking today that people can't see that what we are doing collectively or individually is not constructive. Now, I would say that this is not the time for us just to sit back on the fence and see which side we fall. Either you will fall into hell or you will go to heavens. This is the situation. We are so precariously pressed. I do not want to frighten you because there is the spirit within you. just to be enlightened. It's your own. It is there. It's your own property. It's not mine. It's yours. It's your own treasure within you. Only this treasure is to be exposed to you. Now, for that, how can you pay? First thing you must know, you cannot pay for it. If I say that, then all the gurus are after my life. They want to kill me. They want to do all those things. You cannot take money for God's work. We sold Christ. You know that. He didn't take any money, did he? We have got such a great personality like Christ, and we just want to discard him, make fun of him, say all kinds of things about him, intellectualize him, organize him. You cannot touch him. You are still human beings. You have to be the spirit to understand that great soul which came on this earth. In the same way, any other soul which was an incarnation who came on this earth cannot be understood by our normal understanding. But only a person with that pure intelligence can see this point, that I am not satisfied with what I am, I have to go beyond. There is some transformation needed. And how will this transformation take place? We can't do anything about it, because we have done nothing to become human beings, did we? What did we do to become human beings? Nothing. So going beyond also must be built in within us. The way we became human beings, there must be some built-in process by which we will become that higher being. Now the problem at the human level is that somebody has to talk at human level. Say at the fish level, one fish had to come out, so the others could follow that fish. At human level, some human being has to tell you about it. That's how Christ came on this earth. I mean, we have quite a long traditional history of all these great people came on this earth at different places at different times. According to the time,
Jai Shri Mataji. Dear brother and sister, today is a very important day of meditation for us, the global family. Let's collectively open our consciousness and awareness to the divine beyond Saswara, and also open our heart. Open our heart to the collective being that we are when we are together. In our heart shine the Lord Shiva. Let perceive in our consciousness the glory, the beauty, and all the powers of the Lord Shiva in our heart, who is like 1 million of suns in one. And the Lord Shiva becomes Sadashiva in Saswara, and the consort of Adishakti. And the consort of Adishakti above our head, in their complete form, Father and Mother, Father and Holy Ghost. Let's say 4 times Sri Ganesh Mantra from the heart, with devotion and full attention. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi, Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat, Shri Ganesha Sakshat, Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi, Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat, Shri Ganesha Sakshat, Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi, Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat, Shri Ganesha Sakshat, Shri Adi Shakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi, Namo Namaha. Collectively, let's put both hands on the floor and through our consciousness, raise our consciousness to the Virat level and be that huge being with both hands on Mother Earth. There is only one being, and we are the cell of this being, beautiful and enlightened being, with both hands on the floor, on Mother Earth. Let's perceive the essence of Mother Earth and the Lord Ganesh, who is the magnet at the center of Mother Earth. And let's collectively surrender completely all our being, ego, superego, mind, all the catches, all the possessions, all the heaviness, everything that is preventing us to become subtler, to become stronger, to become more and more deeper yogis and deeper personalities, better human beings. Both hands on the floor, attention on the Virat, complete surrender. Let's say Shri Adibhumi Devi mantra 4 times. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adibhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adibhumi Devi Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adibhumi Devi Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adibhumi Devi Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's try from our heart to really collectively surrender to Mother Earth, both hands on the floor. Now, left hand on the lap, right hand still remains on the floor. Shri Mahakali Bhairava. Let's put all our attention on the collective left side and surrender our individual left side. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Bhairava Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Complete surrender of our collective left side and of all the left side of humanity, all the worries, all the movement, all the feelings of being afraid, everything that is affecting the left side of humanity at this moment of crisis, of COVID-19, of war in Ukraine, in Russia, in Iran, in many places of the world, and also inside humanity, inside people, the lack of peace, because this is the source of all the external issues, the internal issues. We need to surrender all the internal issues of humanity, everything that is preventing peace in the left side, all the catches, all the boots, all the negativities, all the adharma in the left side. Let's completely surrender to it. We need to really collectively decide and desire to surrender. This is our role and our mission as a global family. We are not together enough. Let's be really together in surrendering the left side. Let's really be beyond Saswara collectively and have the pure desire to surrender the left side. Feel that we are the Virat collectively. We really need to surrender everything that is sly, that is low, that is really left-side-ish in our being. It is the time now to surrender and become better, collectively, individually. Let's surrender all the left side collectively, individually, at the lotus feet of the Devi. Now, right hand on the lap, left hand over the shoulder. Let's surrender the biggest hurdle, the biggest obstacle to our growth, which is the ego, which is also the mind, the thoughts, the reactions, everything that is telling us that we are doing something, that we are something, that we can challenge the divine. Everything that makes us, at the end of the day, victim of ourselves. And because we are identified with ego and with the mind or our thoughts. Sri Mahasaraswati Hanumana. Again, from the Virat level, let the mantra resonate in the whole cosmos, in the whole creation. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Maha Sarasvati Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Maha Sarasvati Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Again, let's truly be collective at the Virat level and surrender ego, mind, thoughts, reaction, actions, and deeply desire to be subtler through the real surrender of ego. Let's, through us, through the surrendering of our right side, let this pure breath of the Holy Ghost melt the ego of all the political leaders all over the world, where there is unrest, where there is war, in Russia, in Ukraine, in Iran, in any places in the world where there is unrest. May the divine melt and completely dissolve the ego of all the political leaders, of all the yogis, of all humanity. May all the ego, all the mind, all the reactions, and also all the actions that are making people react, act, attack, aggress, may all that be totally melted by the pure Holy Ghost. We need again to be very collective and very surrender of the ego of humanity, of the ego of all the political leaders. Let this pure breath of the Holy Ghost flow one time again. Now, both hands on the lap. Both hands on the lap, complete focus on central channel. Let's make all the space to Mother Kundalini to fly completely in her complete form. Let all the 108 threads of Mother Kundalini to shine and completely be awakened. Shri Adi Kundalini Mata from the heart with devotion collectively. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Kundalini Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Kundalini Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Kundalini Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Kundalini Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's put all our attention beyond the head of the Virat that we are. Let's feel the primordial Sahasrara and surrender to the Devi herself in the primordial Sahasrara. Let's really, truly, collectively surrender to the Devi in her complete primordial form in the Sahasrara and feel the Kundalini rising gloriously in the central channel, which is infinite, completely enlightening it. And this fountain of light and pure power, completely drenching us with bliss, peace, and harmony. Again, attention at the Virat level, total surrender. Attention beyond Sahasrara, on the Devi. Let the Holy Ghost breath again flow completely. through our divine heart, where there is Shri Shiva, who is love, who is purity and innocence. Let's desire to surrender all humanity, all the unrest in the world, all the war, all the fights, all the ignorance, all the pettiness, everything that is low in human beings, that is at the animal level, that is making us react, that is making us not realize how great we are when we are the spirit, when when we use our divine qualities, each of us, each human being. Let's surrender everything that is low in humanity, in our leaders, so that we can become a greater, bigger family, full of dharma, full of love, full of care. There is nothing like political, economical, or whatever. There is just a family. There is just the love. There is just the care. There is just the human beings, which are pure brother and pure sisters. When we cut down everything that is our representation in the society, there is only humanity left, love left, care left for each other. We need to go to the essence of our beings as humanity. Let's surrender the whole 8 billions of people, all the leaders, all the places where there is unrest, all the people that are distressed, that are worried, that are afraid, that are under bombing, that are in all these places where there is chaos. Let's, through our central channel and pure devotion to the Devi, surrender all our brothers and sisters, all our leaders to the attention of our mother, so that peace and only peace can be established in the heart of human beings, in their soul, in their being. May this flow of the holy breath of Holy Ghost clear humanity, appease, bring peace in the heart of all the 8 billions of people, of all our leaders. May everyone feel the love. May everyone feel the need to jump into the new reality of being better human beings, of finding way to compromise, of finding way to get peace everywhere in the world. Peace everywhere in the world. Peace everywhere in the world. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. we can each of us pray in our heart for peace. Mother, please save your children, save humanity in these times of turmoil. Mother, please save your children, save humanity in this time of turmoil. May all the Ganas, may all the deities, may all the divine powers be in full action to bring peace, to bring new awareness, to bring Dharma on planet Earth, to bring peace, to bring harmony in the heart, in the soul, in the being of every human being, so that there is peace within and also there is peace without, within and outside of human beings. When there is peace within us, the outside world is also peaceful. May our Mother, may the Divine, may the Holy Ghost bring peace to each and every human being on this planet. Where is our attention collectively? Do we feel the opening, complete opening of Sahasrara, the superior chakras beyond Sahasrara, the glory, the glorious light of the divine, which is so shiny that we cannot stand with our eyes, but we can feel it in our heart. Let's feel the glory of the Devi beyond Sahasrara, shining upon us. Peace, love, and harmony. Let also surrender collectively to her for protection, complete protection from any attack, any negativity. Let's be collective, but also let's bond to each other, be really a real body, unique body of the Virat. Let's thank in our heart all the deities and our beloved mother for all this time of collective meditation. Let's thank all the deities and all the Ganas and pray that they accompany us in our day activities and for eternity from now on, that they protect us and they guide us. They remove all the obstacles in our way at any moment, that they expose all our enemies and all our negativities to be transformed by them. We completely surrender to our mother in our heart and we do Namaskar and Kundalini. Namaskar, Kundalini, collectively. Few minutes meditation and we will finish the meditation. Let's absorb the maximum vibration we can absorb in our being and continue realizing that we have the Virat now. Each of us is the Virat. We are the drop in the ocean, so we are the ocean as well. May our consciousness remain at the Virat level, even during the daytime.